WWE has officially confirmed a match between Gunther and Pat McAfee for the Backlash pay-per-view. Right off the hop, I'm pretty certain that Gunther is going to win here. He obviously dropped the title and got choked out at WrestleMania 41 by Jey Uso, which a lot of fans, including myself, didn't love. Not that I didn't love Jey winning the title. I didn't love how they kind of had him choke out Gunther just because of his dominating character. I kind of thought that took a little bit away from him, just personally, but that might be nitpicking on my end. But I think he's going to have a huge bounce back here. I think Gunther is going to dominate this match. I think he's going to kick the crap out of Pat McAfee, and I think it's going to be an absolute dominating performance by him. And it's going to give Gunther some momentum back after losing at WrestleMania, which he needs. What's interesting here is I think they're going to use this as a way to actually write McAfee off of TV for a little bit. I think he's going to get dominated in this match, and then he's going to get beat up after the match, and then it's going to kind of write him off for a bit. I think maybe he's kind of a busy guy, so I could see him taking like a month or a couple months off, so he's not like the weekly commentator on WWE TV. So yeah, I'm going to go with Gunther winning for sure. I'm going to go with Gunther dominating, and I'm going to go with Pat McAfee getting written off television for the next few months. WWE has officially confirmed that Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria will face off at this event for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I think this should be a good match here. What I think is going to happen is Becky is going to cheat to win here. I think that's going to kind of further cement her heel character. She obviously turned heel recently, so it would kind of make sense to kind of showcase that she's kind of willing to do whatever it takes to win. I don't know if that'll be rolling up Lyra with the tights, or that'll be using her feet on the ropes, or kind of doing something kind of it's kind of sketchy like that. Either way, I think Becky's going to win the title here, and I think she's going to go on a long and kind of solid reign as the Women's Intercontinental Champion. So yeah, I'm going with Becky winning the title here by cheating. That's going to keep Lyra looking strong in the loss, and I think Becky is going to go on a nice little title reign here. And they're probably going to do Becky versus Bayley when she returns for the title at one of the upcoming pay-per-views. All right, so the main event is going to be John Cena against Randy Orton for the undisputed WWE Championship. This is going to be a fun match with a lot of nostalgia. The crowd's going to really be behind Orton, as this is his hometown of St. Louis. So I'm definitely excited to see how the crowd responds to him, and I think they're going to put on a good match here. I feel pretty confident with John Cena retaining the title here. Um, I just don't think they're going to have him drop the belt this soon after he just won it. I think there's a lot more mileage out of the heel John Cena story, and I think he's going to hold it for a couple months still. So yeah, I think Orton will put on a great show, and I think it'll be a fun match. But ultimately, I think John Cena is going to win to retain the title, and I think this is probably going to end the feud between Orton and Cena. I don't see it lasting longer than this one pay-per-view. I think Cena's going to move on to kind of a different opponent after this event is over. So yeah, Cena winning is my pick. Up next, we have Logan Paul versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. As of recording this video, this match hasn't been officially confirmed, but I'm pretty sure it's going to happen just based on what we saw between them on Raw. So what I think is going to happen here is Jey Uso is going to defeat Logan. I think it feels way too early for Jey to drop the belt, especially after they had him have such a big win against Gunther. It would be kind of a dumb takeaway right away for Jey to lose here. So I'm pretty certain here they're setting up Jey to win and retain the title. But I think it should be a solid match, and I could see this feud maybe continuing after the Backlash event, and maybe they give them some more time to feud. But I think that Jey is going to win this initial match. Up next, women's tag team match. We've got Julia and Roxanne Perez against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. This match has not yet been officially confirmed as we're recording this video, but I think it's going to happen just based on what we saw on Raw again. Um, so I think this could be a solid tag team match for the pay per view. I think it would be a good way to kind of showcase Roxanne and Julia to main roster fans. I know Roxanne has been on a few pay per views now, but this is her first kind of official one on the main roster, so it's kind of a big moment for her. And Julia, this is going to be her biggest match of her career, so it'd be a chance to shine with two of the best in the women's division, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. So perfect opportunity for her. I think it'll be a solid tag team match. Ultimately, I think Io Sky and Rhea Ripley will win, but I could see Rhea after the match taking a cheap shot at Io and then it leading to a singles match between them for the title at the next pay per view. So I've got Io Sky and Rhea Ripley defeating Roxanne Perez and Julia at this pay per view, and then I see Rhea Ripley attacking Io Sky after the match.